Apostle Abraham H. Cannon said he did not know how anyone could have attended this conference without being profoundly impressed with the testimonies given. There had been a spirit accompanying the words spoken which must have carried conviction to the hearts of all present. He was convinced of the ultimate triumph of this work, for God had established it. He was sorry to hear of the statements which had been circulated against this people, reference to which is made this morning. His mind went back over his own short life, and he could not remember ever to have heard a single word uttered either by his parents or those in authority in this church tending to plant in his soul a disrespect for the government under which he lived. On the contrary, all that had been spoken in his hearing went to increase in his breast a love for that government, which God himself had established, and for the Constitution which he inspired great and wise men to write. His grief was great concerning some of the false statements made against the Latter-day Saints. He believed that there existed a deep-laid plot to drive them from their homes and take possession of the land which God had so abundantly blessed. Further, he believed there prevailed to some extent among his people the feeling that they were not destined to remain in this territory, but that they must seek refuge and freedom elsewhere. Hence the tendency which he deplored to some extent prevailed among the saints, that they must withdraw from the United States, seek homes in other places, and desert the land to which God had led them through the inspiration of his servants. This was the Zion of our God. These were the mountains of Israel. These were the people. He believed that the temple of the Latter-day Saints, the great temple upon which a pillar of light should shine by night and upon which a cloud should rest by day, would be established in Jackson County, Missouri, and that it would be built with the aid and assistance of this people, connected with others whom God should call to the work. But when the saints went to Jackson County, it would not be with the rattle of the drum, with drawn sword and fixed bayonet, but with the palm of peace waving and calling the nations to come unto the glory of Zion and partake of the blessings which God had in store for the honest in heart. He hoped that our young men and women would feel in their hearts that these valleys were their homes, the places where they were to grow and develop, and not feel to separate and find their abode elsewhere. Here let them concentrate their efforts for furtherance of God's work, so that the people of all nations might come, feeling that justice would be administered with a righteous hand.